Cada vez que yo me encuentro solo, me pongo a pensar en ti, mi amor. Down the Coonville, baby, was thrilling. Mama nice, mama nice. Mama nice, mama nice. Mama nice, mama nice. Mama nice, mama nice.
Tejano TV presents. It's the Three Amigos Show! Starring Big Daddy D. Burleson, the Midnight Cowboy Marcus Daniels, and the Big Kahuna Juan Mendoza. Tonight's special guest, Madison Pulido. Brought to you by Mas Chingon Radio, LilaLisaPromotions.com. Musician Danny Farias. Marasul Tequila. Taste the new face of tequila. Archie's Homestyle Burgers in Cotulla, Texas. And Tejano TV. And now, let's get on with the show.
Hola! All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on this hump day night. We're live with the Three Amigos Show right here on YouTube and, of course, on Facebook. And, of course, you can catch us on Tejano TV. And I want to thank our sponsors, Marasul Tequila, the new face of tequila. And, of course, Arch Homestyle Burger here in Cotulla, Texas. And Danny Farias, awesome artist out there in San Antonio, Texas. And also to my baby, Lila Cervantes with Lila Lisa.
Oh, that is so cute.
And I want to say happy belated birthday going out to my baby who just celebrated a birthday a couple of days ago. So happy birthday, baby. We all love you. And this guy, Juan Mendoza, and we're having some audio issues already.
Just you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's going to have to log out and log in.
Madison. Oh, no, you're muted.
Log out and log in. Is she muted?
Madison's muted. She's muted.
She's muted.
You are
muted.
Yes, she's muted.
Yeah,
okay.
She can't hear us. So
Oh, well, let me write her a message real quick.
You out? Yes.
She got it.
Okay.
While we're waiting for Miss Madison Pulido here, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us here. And, of course, we want to thank Mr. Keith Leal with Tejano Time Podcast, who's also been joining us. And we're going to be on another show next Tuesday called
Tejano Talk.
Tejano Talk. It's Tejano Time with Buddy Salceda. Nemo is going to be available on YouTube next Tuesday. And then, in return, next Wednesday, he'll be joining us on the Three Amigos Show. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we get to crucify him for having us on his show the day before.
Exactly. But hopefully things are going well. A lot of great music have been coming out. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying all the great music videos that have been playing on Tejano TV. And, of course, Tejano Classic TV. And, of course, if you guys have 24 hours available, you guys can watch us on the Three Amigos channel.
Hi.
Introduce ourselves again. I am a guy, Juan Mendoza.
I'm Daylight.
Marcus Daniels, the Midnight Cowboy.
And Madison Pulido.
All right.
Jump right in. Cool.
She was prepared.
I know. You know, Madison, a lot of people just, after we all introduce ourselves, they just sit there and wait. But you were ready.
Oh.
There's something suspicious about that.
Oh, really?
I think she was in former life.
I was talking to her earlier, right before the show, and I've watched her do interviews with. She's interviewed Bryce Gonzalez from the movie Flamin' Hot. She did the Janie's record interview, and she's got her own YouTube channel. And so she's already like a polished pro. Like, oh, really? She's very concise in her questioning, and her answers are really, really smooth. And I'm like, how old are you? Come on, 35, 40?
22.
I'll be 23 in November.
Oh wow.
Remember what day?
13.
Well, my dad's the 9th. Okay. Scorpios. Oh, you just see? Sneaky.
No.
Well, welcome to the Three Amigos show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here tonight. I was looking forward to all day. I was at work earlier. I make snow cones and do some fruit cups. I'm very thankful for my boss. He works with my busy schedule, so that's a plus. And so all day I was getting prepared for tonight. So
Well, snow cone maker by day, singer by night. So I mean,
I know that's. Well, I used to scoop ice cream. I was a Baskin Robbins guy, so.
me too. I did that too for a little bit.
Yeah, then you have to develop the Popeye forearm from scooping like that.
do they still have 31 flavors, or they just blend a lot of crap now?
No, that's
31 flavors at a time. There's over 200 and something different flavors. So.
All blended in, then they call it Neapolitan.
Well, we're welcoming Madison to our show. She is the rising star in Tejano music, and if you have not heard her music, please search for her online. She's got videos. The one song, Cosquillarte.
There you go.
Let me say it right.
I'll just say the cozy song.
Cosquillarte is. It's an awesome song. When I first heard it, I was like, this song is actually gonna make it because it's smooth. It's puppy love type of music, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
It's youngsters. I mean, you can't really say it's really adulterated because it's really
No.
it's puppy
Is that
love.
the one? Is that the one written by Lorenzo Lopez?
Yeah.
Okay.
was
And produced by Brando.
Yeah, the whole album.
Oh, the entire album. Okay.
Yeah, all the songs on the album, including we have a Christmas song out there as well. They're all written by Lorenzo Lopez, and then all of the arrangements were done by Brando Mireles.
How'd you make that connection?
It's crazy. We got Lorenzo's number from our cousin who had contact with him because Lorenzo was selling some type of appliances, and she ended up keeping his card or like his number. And then down the line, she was just like out of nowhere. I guess she just thought about it and was like, "Hey, like I have Lorenzo Lopez's number, and I believe he still does some type of music, or maybe he would be interested." And so my mom was kind of like, I don't know, should we just reach out to this man who doesn't know us? We don't even know what he's doing, what his world is like. And so my mom got in touch with him, and she sent him some videos of me from my performances from Buscando Talento. And he really liked my voice. He said that he's seen a lot of potential in me, and he wanted to get to meet who I was. So we traveled to the Valley to get to meet him. And then every time to record, we would travel to the Valley from my home, which is about like 6 hours. And we would go every time to do our recordings. And it ended up just working. And it's crazy because I grew up listening to Grupo Mas and Jimmy Gonzalez. So getting to be able to do my first album surrounded by someone who was in that realm, in that era, it's just crazy to me because I never would have thought that and then Brando Mireles with the keyboards, and he still plays for Joe Lopez right now. It's like I don't know, it's really crazy the way the world and the way God has blessed me, and with different opportunities that have made just full circle for me. So it's been a roller coaster ride for sure, and some things happen that I'm just okay, yeah, that happened. Okay.
Your mom has all these connections, and I see her very well involved in everything that you do. Was she a part of the industry at a certain point in her life?
She definitely dabbled into it. She wanted to go pursue it. She had me at a young age. She did start to work, but was on Univision. She was with Telemundo for a little bit. She did vocals with Sinona Dinamita.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So already.
And so I definitely growing up, I got to watch her. She would do karaoke contests and she would win sometimes. And then my father as well likes to sing and he would sing songs and do karaoke contests. So just singing in general, both my parents growing up, I ended up liking it. And then they always surrounded me by music all the time. Like any type of Tejano music, any type of Mexican music. Like I loved it. And even still now, to this day, like I do listen to other genres. Don't get me wrong. I listen to a little bit of, I listen to some Cardi B sometimes, or some country music, or But when it comes down to it, like Tejano music is a really special place to me in my heart, and so I'm excited to be able to be recognized in that industry because I would have never thought that would have ever happened before either.
Now, your mom is very involved in your career, right?
Yes, sir.
So I assume she's sitting on the other side of that camera, right?
She usually would be, but she's actually in the other room.
Oh,
But
tell her to go put on some makeup and get prepared because I want her on camera because I've got some questions I want to ask her.
oh.
I can't ask you. I have to ask the source. So just tell her she's going to be on camera in maybe 10 minutes. So just yell, "Mom." Go ahead.
She's a tough one, so we'll see if we can get her on the other side.
No, we insist. What's your mom's name?
Michelle.
Michelle! Michelle!
Let me turn my headphones down real quick.
No, right?
She's in the other room.
Sorry for the headphone users.
It's eating, right?
She's in the other room. I gotta get
keep
her.
up with the sound.
Oh, anyway, tell Michelle. I'm sorry. Tell your mom we need her on camera. I've got some questions that I want to ask, and you can't answer for her. She's got to let us know the truth.
Okay, while we're waiting here for her to get Miss Michelle on the air here, let's go get some of these shout outs real quick.
It's a bunch.
Miss Laura Sines says hello from Leona Promotions. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. It's the Huddle Time, buddy, out there. Shout out from the DFW. Madison Pulido is awesome. And
how come he doesn't say the Three Amigos are awesome? Oh, thanks, buddy.
The Three Amigos are awesome.
He's got a comment for you in a little bit. He's got a comment for you in a little bit. But it's the Huddle Time. Make sure you guys check out his show every Tuesday on YouTube. And we'll be on his show next Tuesday. So make sure you guys get ready for that. And in return, we get to make him our victim on the Three Amigos show next Wednesday. Miss Roxanne Mendoza. Hi, guys. Saludos from Roxy y Grupo Tejas.
Roxy
y Grupo Tejas. Out there in West Texas. Rick Valderrama. Yo, my brothers.
Rick, I don't know. You never know with Rick.
He's awesome, man. Irma Pulido says Madison Hart.
Yeah, we got to address that too.
Hola, Madison. Rick Valderrama.
What else are we addressing?
Roxanne Mendoza says, Hola, Madison Pulido. Buddy says, looking forward to grilling you too, D.
Yeah. No, you're not. Trust me.
I bet he's going to ask a bunch of questions.
Who, me?
What? Yes. Rami Gonzalez, one of my best friend's little girl.
Hey, Rami.
That's your mom's best friend?
One of my dad's.
Miss Chavez says, so beautiful.
Thank you. Sorry, y'all. I'm having some difficulties.
Joe Villanueva, the Tejano Blues Man, says, yay, Madison.
Hey. Thank you for watching.
And Galvan says hello from Candace Vargas and the Vargas family. Hello out there in New Mexico.
Yep, Candace Vargas, great singer, great entertainer. Hi, Candace. I'm in Colorado, so I know about this stuff.
Yolanda
I've
Garcia
never been to Colorado, but I've always wanted to visit.
It's the desert, sweetheart.
Really?
They fix it up with mountains and animals and hiking trails. It's still the desert and 5,000 feet above sea level. So, yeah, altitude problems. Yeah, but no, come on up. It's 72 degrees, guys, right now. So you guys that are suffering from the heat, pobrecitos.
Irma Polilla says Lorenzo Lopez, Brando Mireles, you know, I think she was tagging Brando. And yes. Jonathan Espinoza, saludos from Florida. Awesome producer out there in Florida. So, yes. All right, so what's the verdict?
I don't know. Mom!
Thank
Oh, she's
you.
really gonna try. She's really trying.
I appreciate it.
She said she's going.
Oh,
I got
she,
my question. I
is
got
she
my question.
prepping?
We're gonna wait for her.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. You can ask what you want.
Yeah.
I'm geared up for mom.
David Olivares, the competition. Were you singing before that, or you just dived into it for that competition?
I was singing. I've been singing. I just didn't have the chance to. I didn't know how to get my foot into the industry or how to. I would have never known how to go about a songwriter or a studio or producers or any of that. So, but getting into that show each week, we learned more and more stuff. She's popping in. We learned more and more. We got to meet a lot of people in the industry as they would come as guest judges. So I kind of got to ask different questions and kind of get an idea of what I was doing. But after, like, my goal with the show was, of course, like, I wanted to win. I believe the grand prize was $1,000 of a recording of a song in a studio, and I believe with like a music video and all that. So like that's what I wanted to win. That's what I was going for. And so then after I made it to the final four, and after, we kind of had created some sort of fan base on our Facebook and social medias that were watching every week. And then after the show was over, it was kind of like, okay, what's next? And I
Got to
was
do
like,
something with it. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm going back to work. Like, I don't know. I hope to maybe grow TikTok, social media right at that time. COVID had just hit. So TikTok was kind of like the really, really popular. But TikTok is really, really hard. Like, it's difficult. And so I was just working a lot. I didn't really get the chance to post and try to do all kinds of like funny content and stuff like that. I just never got the chance to do that. And then a couple months after, we ended up getting in contact with Lorenzo, and then that's when we
Oh
got
wow.
on there.
Well, that happened pretty fast.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, it went from, I was telling my mom, like, okay, I don't know what we're going to do next. Maybe I'll take videos of me covering some cover songs that I like to sing, some Selena, some Elida, some Jennifer Pena, just to put it out there so that they can still have something to watch, something to hear, something to see. And so then after that, getting to work with Lorenzo, we just got onto it. Like, okay, we want a project. I know we want to do an album. Let's get this album out within this year. Let's go. Let's work. And so we all ended up
It sounds like things happen real fast for you. Do you feel the same way, or was it like dragging out? You're anxious?
No, things really happened really, really fast. Like, I didn't realize how fast we would have got the album done, let alone having it with 9 songs on there. So, and different styles too. Like, and me never recording in the studio. Like for Por qué será, I remember being in the studio, and everyone was like, "Are you cold?" And I'm like, "No, I'm hot. Like, I'm sweating. Like, I'm nervous. I am like, I don't even know how this is going to go." It was just a crazy like ball of emotions that I had like in the studio.
And then hearing your voice.
And then hearing my voice after, and being able to see the way, like, what it takes to create the song, to create the project, and then getting to hear the final project, the final piece after the mixed and the mastering, and just getting to know that, like, okay, that first time, like, it was crazy. And then after that, they were like, okay, we're going to start uploading this single onto digital platforms like Apple Music and Spotify. And I was like, so I'm going to be able to search my name, and there's going to be a song out there with my voice.
Yeah.
So it kind of happened really fast, but I definitely learned a lot in a fast time, and I'm still learning. Like, there's so much stuff that I'm still learning about the industry.
Sweetheart, we are all still learning.
Yes. Yes, for sure. I had to take it off because it wasn't.
Well,
Go ahead, D.
I'm impressed. First off, listening to her say about mixing, mastering, and I'm going, I didn't learn any of that until maybe, 20 years ago. So and she's already into the mixing and mastering stages, and she knows what it means. But now I wanted to ask you, are you a songwriter as well?
I want to become one. I want to become one. I feel like I have the potential to be able to create a beautiful song. I know I definitely have life stories in my life that I would love to put into a song and put out there. I just want to get some more. I want to learn how to put it together, how to piece it, how to do the chorus or the hook, or I don't know how to pick those things, but I definitely want it to be something that would be unique but different, but definitely grab someone's attention to want to continue to listen.
Okay, I'm suspicious now, dude. She's AI because her answers are too smooth, they're too clean, too precise. I mean, I can ask her anything and she'll come up with a response like this, and it's all perfectly laid out. I'm getting suspicious. You're actually AI, aren't you?
No, well, maybe. I'm just kidding.
I knew
No,
it.
I don't know, for some reason, like at a young age, I guess you could say I'm very like mature for my age. I don't know. I don't know.
You're very comfortable. First off, in an interview, your answers you don't hesitate. You speak your mind. Whereas a lot of people have to think about what they want to say and then try to figure out how to say it. You just do it pretty naturally, and that's scary to me.
Well, it makes my job a lot easier.
And that's the other thing. So, you found out exactly that singing in a studio and recording and playing gigs, it's work, isn't it?
Oh
It's
yeah.
not the fairy tale Disney story where I just pick up a microphone, I sing, and the world just loves me.
No, it's definitely a lot of work. Like it's definitely different from karaoke, and that's what I did. I did that a lot before. Like that was my practicing. That was my training. That's how I started to figure out that I liked to sing, because I would want to karaoke this song and that song, and so definitely learning though and getting up on that stage. It's a whole different thing.
Oh, come on, you're gonna be able to do a whole song one take one of these days, right?
Oh, I could do that too now. A whole song in one take.
In the studio.
AI.
She has a teleprompter.
You just walk into the studio, up to the mic, ready, boys, and bang.
Oh, hey, no, some of my songs, like so definitely with my songs that we did with Lorenzo and Brando, I would have to learn them here at home on my
Oh, of
own.
course. That's
And
called
then,
pre-production.
yeah, but getting into there and like sometimes not knowing how it was gonna go, and sometimes we would change some little details like on the spot, and we'd be like, no, let's switch that real there, and then. But it was definitely a lot of different fun stuff to be able to learn from both Lorenzo and Brando, and getting to just be around them to learn other aspects, not from other just the singing.
Here's a secret for singing songs really well. Don't read the lyrics off the stand.
Oh yeah, no.
Learn your song first. That way, you're worried more about the emotion than you are about the words, because you can always hear what somebody's reading on a microphone.
Yes, yeah, I definitely get what you mean by that, for sure.
Well, I like your songs, and I like your voice, and when we come back from the video, I want your mom sitting there next to you, because I want to dig into her. Just a few questions, yeah, curiosity.
Okay. Well, we'll be ready for y'all.
All right. Real quick, when I was off the air, so I was having some computer issues, but
Nobody cares, Juan. We were having a great time.
that's I'm out of here.
If Juan's out, then I'm not too.
Then we're only gonna have one amigo. Now
That's
we
all
have
we need.
two.
It's gonna be the Madison Pulido. No, he actually did take himself out. He disconnected the whole thing.
Double clicked.
No, there you go. When you were working with David Olivares, what is the best piece of advice he ever gave you?
He helped us how to be able to do different moves on stage, how to not slouch over, how to hold the microphone, but how to be able to move differently on the stage, how to engage. He definitely just showed me the different things that you kind of need to know in order to hit the stage, because when I first started, I was very nervous, very wanting to stay in one spot and maybe turn this way and then maybe turn that way, but not dance and like learn how to interact. And now that's like what I think of when I'm prepping myself is, okay, what am I gonna yell out to the crowd, and how am I gonna get them to kind of respond, or are they gonna respond? Because sometimes there's a tough crowd out there, and when they're tough, they are tough. They're like hard to break. They're just like,
especially in
I'm like, okay, I'm trying here. But then you have those crowds that definitely do engage with you and they help you out, and it definitely like helps me prepare for like the next show and stuff like that.
So you still have David Owen in the back of your head on stage, thinking about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like definitely, yes, for sure. I mean, getting to meet him when I first went to the audition, I didn't think I was at the right place at first, because I went by myself because my mom had to work. So I went, and then I started seeing the signs of Buscando Talento, and then when I looked through the window, he was sitting at the table, and I'm like, I'm really about to meet like El Soñador. Like, this is crazy. Like, and so to be able to go in there, and I was there early, but it's because I wanted to be there on time. I didn't know how long the line was going to be or what. So I ended up being one of the first ones to get to audition, and then I met some people there as well that were like a part of the Buscando Talento show, and then from there, like, I just started meeting so many amazing contacts after that, and different people in the industry, different people that do so many different things from like all around the whole business in itself. So it's definitely, I'm telling y'all, I've learned so much. Sometimes it's kind of hard to all keep in here and remember it all.
Well, why don't we play a video right now and let people judge for themselves with what they think of Madison Pulido here on the Three Amigos show.
There you go.
Okay.
Why don't we play her latest video? And of course, this one is called Cosquillate.
Have your mother sitting next to you when we come back from the video.
Okay.
Right. We're here with Miss Madison Pulido, and this is Cosquillate right here on the Three Amigos Show. Tejano TV.
Cosquillate.
Quiero verte, también besarte, entregarte lo que pidas de mí.
Hey!
Yay!
Hello, everybody.
And we are back here on the Three Amigos show. I'm D Light. The big guy up there is
El Guy Juan Mendoza. And over here,
Marcus Daniels, the Midnight Cowboy.
and over
Hi,
here
everybody.
Madison Pulido.
and sitting
Mama
next to
Drew.
Madison is whom?
Her mom, Michelle Garcia.
Mama Drew.
Mama
Hello,
Joe.
Mama. I guess if I'm going to tear you a new one, I might as well just start right now. So,
Batter up.
hold on.
oh, she's ready. All right,
Hold on.
cool.
Real quick before you do all that, I just want to say congratulations on the video. Cosquillarte actually topped our charts for a few weeks in a row. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for y'all support.
It's
you guys
a fabulous video.
Her number one for about almost 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we do appreciate all the support out there. And, those charts do help people's self-esteem and the artists. So thank
Yeah.
you.
And of course, they can stream it and watch it on Tejano TV.
That's
All
right.
right, D, go ahead. Do your job.
All right, man. Can you raise your right hand? You going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Oh, yeah.
My first question: in a male-dominated industry like the Tejano industry, what worries you the most? Because first off, I wanted to call CPS, Child Protective Services, on you, but she's over age now, so you have
What worries me? I don't think it worries me because I've been around the sidelines for a very long time. I've watched promoters. I've watched. Nobody ever seen me. I was a nobody on the sidelines. So little did I know, 22 years later, this would happen. And it just comes naturally to protect her and to just be by her side. Like I'm as long as I'm granted more life here, I'm always going to be there. Like there. So
she's busted you already. She said that she went down to Buscando Talento all by herself. At what age were you?
And I was going 20.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Child Protective Services is still out. Anyway, but I've been in the music business 40 years, and having your daughter go down to meet musicians by herself, lady, are you nuts?
I had to work, and it was a public announcement. So being that it's public and a flyer, and there was people going to audition, kind of like American Idol, there are some people that have to fly in, and you just got to do what you have to do. But if something would have or would have happened in a snap of a finger, with like Texas Pete, with my guns blazing, literally.
Now you're a musician as well, so you sang with Sonora Dinamite, and so you know what this business can be like. And like I asked you already, what worries you about her being in the industry? What makes you most proud about her being who she is? You must have seen this developing at an early age, and you nurtured it. You helped her grow. You gave her confidence. Because answer that question, because I got another question.
I wasn't the only one who nurtured her and helped her grow. I do want to give that baton to my parents and the grandparents, the Pulidos and the Garcias. They helped me out extremely. So all of that in one just helped us get her to where she needed to be. And then also my father, at the age of 9 months, seeing Madison playing the piano in her little, not the stroller, but that little thing that rolls around. It's been 22 years, guys.
The one that bumps into your shins whenever she comes running at you.
That thing. Oh my gosh. Those reckless, hard plastic things. Those. So, my dad seen something at the age of 9 months, okay? And he said, she has a big star. Let's just develop it. Let her do her thing. Let's coach her. If she wants to do cheer, she can do cheer. So all of her vocal ways of speaking comes from cheerleading, choir, my family, the Pulidos. You know, like it's just since 9 months. And before birth, I would sing to my daughter, Selena, Bobby, Nicolai, the whole thing. So this has been going since before birth because I am a huge fan of Tejano up to this day. It doesn't matter to me what has happened. And you know, if you're true to something and you can continue to do that, you will be successful.
Well, then I want to commend you and your husband because you can get influenced by your grandparents, you can by the relatives, but it's the day to day. You had to have. She must have seen that you had confidence in her, that she had something that both of you instilled in her, and kids pick up on those little minute cues on the day to day. And obviously, you did something right because she's wonderful. First off,
Thank you
she
so much.
she, I don't know where she gets her being so well spoken. She can answer any question immediately. But then again, I just spoke with you, and you were right up there, right off the bat too.
They're both
Well,
AI.
we're surrounded by military, like my family's military. We're surrounded by police officers. It all runs in the family. So it's either you stay straight or there's a front door.
Wow! Thank
That's
you.
how we roll, unfortunately. So there is no, how do I say? Either you go all the way or there's a front door. Let's just put it that way.
So she's not a typical millennial Gen X person. She's actually
No, I didn't want her to be like that because
Ah.
we did see change as we were evolving and growing. What was being instilled in school and what wasn't, we instilled it regardless of what they said.
I guess as parents, our entire job is to instill in our children a moral center, so that they know that once they are out of our care, out of our sight, they know what's right and what's wrong, and that anything they choose is a choice. They have to that they know they're doing wrong, but they're going to choose it anyway sometimes. But at least they know what their moral center is. So I applaud you on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And of course,
Okay, you can leave now. I'm done grilling you.
Peace, guys. Thank you for supporting Madison. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have fun.
you're welcome. And of
I
course,
had questions for Momager. No, I'm just kidding.
oh.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
And of course, the talent runs in the family. And of course, not to take away anything from your success, but of course, you recently found out who your distant relatives were. I don't know if you're tired of talking about that situation yet, but who your distant relatives are with the last name.
Yes. No, that definitely is the number one question everyone does ask. But to find that out, I never knew. I never really realized. Like, I would always tell, like, oh yeah, they're my cousins. But as a younger girl, I thought it was cool. I was like, oh yeah, like I wish, like one day. But then,
Well, Roberto does call everybody primo, so
yeah, and I do get that too. You know, some people, when I do tell them, they'll ask me, well, how are you related? And I'll say my primo. And some people do give me that, like, well, everyone's their primo. And I'm like, okay, well, I know there's an article on Tejano Nation if they want to check it out. Like, my grandfather and Roberto got to sit with each other over the phone and talk with each other and go down the family tree and be able to touch base with the names that matched. And they started to say, okay, well, those names, I know exactly who you're talking about. Now, these people, of course, they were before my time. They're like the beginning of the tree. But just to know that a little bit of their family, the blood runs in me, means a lot more. And it just makes me feel like the reason why, like, my soul or who I am is so much tied to Tejano, or I have this love for it. Or it's just sometimes I sit back and I think, like, my friends that I talk with or hung out with in high school and middle school, not too many of them were surrounded by Tejano music or Hispanic music. It was a lot more pop or English or some rap, and which I enjoy that as well. But just it made me think back and think, like, why am I so in love with Tejano music? What is gravitating me to want to go for that? You know, also being born in Lake Jackson, Selena, of course, was a huge inspiration to me. And that too, like, it was just these little things in my life that I would put together and it just weirdly in a way somehow makes sense. And I don't even know how sometimes to wrap my head around it all. It's just sometimes these little things all just kind of connect. Yeah.
You guys are like fifth cousins, twice removed, and all that like that.
Yeah. Yes. But to get
Um,
to be able to, I hope to make the name proud and to be able to come into the industry not knowing and not, just being open minded, just having the name being born because I didn't ask for it. But I hope to make it proud, and I'm very honored to have that last name. Of course, I've always listened to Bobby and Roberto's music as well, so I hope to make them proud and maybe one day collaborate one day.
Were you always reckless as a kid?
Oh no.
Because I mean, you've got this confidence about you. I mean, you're taking to this like a fish to water. So, so were you reckless as a kid too? You just jump in both feet first, or?
No, I think just as a kid, I kind of had to learn things in life fast, I guess you could say. But I never really was reckless. I would go to school. I did cheer. I did sports a little bit. I did volleyball. We did choir, and I don't know. And even still now, till then, like I'm not a reckless girl. If I'm not on stage, the only time you will see me out late past like midnight is if we're gonna have a concert or an event. Because other than that, I love to be at home, laying in bed with my dog. I'm a homebody. Like I don't really like to go to the clubs. I don't drink. So I mean, I'm very focused on wanting to make this career something more special than what it already is right now. And I feel like I'm at a good age at 22, and I have a lot of years to be able to go and learn and grow. So I'm excited to see and watch myself grow because I don't know what's coming next.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, are you prepared? Because you talk about you being a homebody and all these things, but what happens if you become wildly famous and wildly successful? You will miss being able that alone time, being able to go to the movies with your friends because you will be mobbed everywhere you go. How do you think you could handle that?
I think I'd be able to handle it very well. That's like not the dream to not have time to myself, but that's the dream to be able to be that busy. I would love to be that busy because I'd be able to be basically working because I'm, doing something that I love and it's my job. And I hope by then, if I'm super, super busy, I have albums out and I hope I have that's like the whole production down because getting to watch like the mainstream stars that get to gig and do events after events and they have their stuff together and they're just like bam bam on stage like it
But
I
do
just,
you? But do you have a temper?
no, I'm very patient.
So when paparazzi, no, I mean,
I'm a
people,
people person, so even though sometimes mom's like, okay, you can't talk to everyone. Sometimes you gotta pass them by, and I'm like, well, I want to say hi. They want to say hi to me. Like I'm definitely a people person. I have patience with people. Now, if you do step on some toes, I'm not saying I have the Scorpio in me, so I can get a little feisty. But majority of the time, I don't ever really get on the angry side. I'm the night. If anyone ever sees angry, it's gonna be the mom.
well,
That's right.
because your job is going to be 24-hour. Anytime you step outside the door, it's going to be Madison Pulido, the name, the image, the star. And that means that fans are going to come up to you when you're out with your family. When you go to Disneyland, you're at a restaurant, people are going to say, I know her. Buy your albums. And they're going to want to have that little piece of time with you. And even though you're busy, you might be late getting somewhere. Handling that gets difficult and dicey sometimes. Do you think
I
you're
bet.
ready for something like that?
Yeah, I really am. I mean, I know my family, they're supportive behind my back, and I know that if there were to anything like if would interfere when it comes to family time, they would love it. They love being backstage. They love getting I'm surprised my grandparents are not sitting in here with some popcorn watching the interview behind the scenes because my family just loves to see like everything. Like they love to see the whole process. I even had my grandparents go with me once or twice, a couple of times when we did the studio recordings for the album as well, because they just them, surrounded me by Tejano music, being able to show them how it's created and how we put it all together. It's a fun experience. So I think when it would come down to some times like that, I think my family would just kind of take it all in. I don't think it would ever be a problem.
I've got to do this because there comes a time that I have to give the other hosts a chance to talk because there's more questions I wanted to ask you, and I was like,
and we always wonder why the show never stays under an hour. Now we know.
Finally, somebody said it. No.
I loved all your questions, though. They've been great.
I've got more.
Yeah, he's got more. I don't know what they are, but I know he's got more. Buddies asked, how was it singing at Pearland's Tejano Super Jam with some of the best Tejano artists in the industry sharing the same stage?
Oh, you're so funny. Honestly, being able to be a part of that event and being able that it was so close to my home and being just so new to the industry, being able to be on that lineup was just honestly such a blessing and an honor. I grew up listening to every single one of their music, and so getting to be recognized among them. Like, we had a press conference in San Antonio, and I was sitting at a table and we were having lunch. I literally had David Lee right next to me, and then Ram Herrera on the other side, and then Michael Salgado across the table, and then Stephanie Montiel over there. And I was like, Jay Perez didn't make it, or Lucky Joe, but just to see all of them around me at the same table, to know that they've been doing this for so long, and they're all the main names like in the Tejano industry when it comes to like the old school times. So to be able to, not in a bad thing like that.
Insulted us. Wow, Marcus, how do you feel?
Not in old times in a bad way.
No, we got it.
They've been
the old timers.
Damn, I've been in the industry for 20 years. I was even offended now.
Just, I hope you'll understand where I'm coming
from. No. We
not in a bad way.
No.
It's awesome that we can have an artist that can say stuff like that on accident. You know, we don't all want to be. I don't want all the Tejano artists to be 40 and over. It's nice to hear someone call us old timers.
No.
I don't know. Wow. All that.
But honestly, to sum it all up, that the event turned out great. It was an awesome opportunity. I was kind of, a little nervous because I sang first when it came to the schedule. So I was like, okay, like I'm opening this thing up, and there was a huge crowd already. There was people getting ready, people getting their drinks, people getting set up, and it was an awesome time. So just to be able to be a part of that was an amazing opportunity.
Well,
for me.
Did anybody at that table of dignitaries that you were sitting at, did anybody welcome you and say welcome to the family? Because if not, we're going to tell you right now.
No, yes, I mean everyone has been open, like with open arms, and I just tell them a little who I am and what my goals are and what I want to do, and they just tell me keep going strong, don't ever stop, and if this is something that you really want to do, you definitely have to be dedicated to it, but just keep going, because they were once in my shoes too, just starting, and so I know they definitely probably maybe reflect back on their early days.
Them old timers, what do they know?
I know.
Hey guys, I don't know if you heard it. I can't remember if it was TikTok or Instagram. It went kind of viral. There was this young lady, I think it was Madison. She was fussing. She was like, I can't believe you people don't know this and this, and all you people that were born in the 1900s. And like, I mean, you could be born in 1998, but she's like in the 1900s. It makes you sound bad. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No worries.
No. We know what she meant by old timers. She meant has-beens. So
no.
Thanks, Madison. No, we got it. You're the young up and coming stars. You can just trample all over us now.
No.
Chop liver.
I had a question
No
though.
way.
Out of all those artists, which one of those old guys kept you most entertained?
They're not old.
Who had you laughing the most at that table?
Well, there was some points where okay, so I don't really know them. I'm just meeting them. So there was some, and they're they were just everyone was just sitting. So there was times where I was just kind of sitting there, just like taking it all in. I had some conversations a little bit. I asked David Lee. I was like, "Have you ate here before?" He's like, "Oh, yeah." Because I really didn't. I'm like, well, I don't want to ask them about like the music because I'm sure they get asked about stuff like all the time. So I just wanted to make
He is going to get on to you for that.
casual talk.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you got on to me about that
He's been
before.
in the industry over 50 years. I'm sure he's used to it by now.
Thanks, man. Madison, my advice to you: never hesitate to ask somebody if you admire them and you want to be in that position where they are. Ask them how they got there. Anybody that's been successful are more than happy to tell you, this is what I did to get to where I am today. They will give you advice. They'll give you pearls of wisdom that you would never have thought of on your own. So never be afraid, because if you don't ask, you won't know. Remember that.
Yeah.
So ask all these people, how did you get here? What avenues did you take? But I will tell you also, learn everything you can about this industry. Learn about contracts. Learn about how royalties are split up. Learn about agents and managers. Learn about how promoters work, because they will promise you, oh, come on, you need exposure. You don't need money. We'll give you, our club is famous and we'll give you exposure.
Have you heard that yet? Have you heard that yet, Madison?
We've definitely have heard a bunch of different things. Trust me. Being in the industry for just a short amount of time, we definitely have learned some different things. But again, like I'm very grateful to have my mom by my side, because she's definitely, if I don't read the situation, she's definitely right behind me, having my back and double checking and making sure like, okay, no, we definitely just want to make sure that we have all of our boxes checked, basically. We want to just make sure that we have everything good on our end and everything good on other people's end, and everything should work out good.
TDK said, I'm going to change my name to Old Timer. It fits me better.
No.
Juan, let it go, man. Let it go.
I didn't say it. He said
Y'all put words in my mouth.
You put words in your mouth.
But I didn't mean it in a bad.
We twisted it a little bit.
Oh, we took advantage of that. You know that.
to.
Oh, I like that. I like the way her face is frozen right there. Let me get a screenshot of that. Hold on. Please don't freeze.
Oh, she's back. Oh, she's back.
I got you.
But see,
I like that look.
But see, on a serious note, though, if you want to interview these guys like you've been doing on some of your, I guess, podcasts or things on YouTube, you're gonna have to ask questions no matter what.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get y'all that when I get to interview y'all. I'm doing a host for Total Tejas TV. It actually goes on TV every Saturday on the cable channels, and it's every Saturday at 2 p.m. It's a 30-minute segment, and I'm one of the hosts, and there's some other hosts as well, but we kind of just interview different things that are going on, whether in my artist life or just around like Total Tejas, and like anything in general, different genres of music, even filmmakers. Raul Rodriguez from Houston, East End Photography. Yeah. He does Total Tejas TV, so getting to work with them, I mean, I do get to learn a little more, but it's been fun. So I'm gonna have y'all on the show, and I'm gonna interrogate
Marcus.
all of y'all.
I have to ask my mom if I can do the show.
Oh, yeah. He has a momager too.
Okay, well, make sure you have approval first, and then we'll email you the deets.
You have to ask permission to stay up late.
You know what, guys? I wish I had a swear jar, because you guys have been real good. Just because Madison's on the show, I don't curse at all. To me, cursing's a waste.
What is he talking about, Juan?
Every once in a while, one will slip out of my mouth.
I know. There's no.
Look at them defending themselves. Look at them, little beady eyes. Wait. I'm not that bad.
I was kind of thinking too, because I told my mom, I was like, okay, I've watched a couple of the segments that y'all have done, and so I was like, but like sometimes, I was like, it's gonna be 3 men talking to me. I don't know. Y'all were probably thinking like, okay, well, what do we ask her? How do we, I don't
No,
know. I was thinking the same thing too. Like, okay, I wonder how this is
no,
gonna go.
we
But
would have
it's
known in the first 10 minutes. Oh Lord, this is going to be a long interview. But we knew. Well, D noticed it first. Like this is on top of it, you know.
Oh no! When I met her before the show started, I had no worries because she was just trying to peg her number. It was like, how are you so good at this already? You're 22. I was like, it wasn't until I was 30 that I finally. I grew up. I was a stutterer and I didn't talk, and so now they can't stop me. But
He's like, now I'm the one I'm taking over.
You are too smooth, but you're great at this. I like that you're open and honest, forthcoming. I was worried about the guys just dropping the F-bombs and whatever.
Oh wow.
Well, okay, maybe you guys aren't that bad.
Like I said, I'll
Just
be honest.
sometimes when you make them mad.
I do it every once in a while, but like I said, it depends what we're talking about. And luckily, we haven't reached that topic yet, so we're good.
Oh, let's grill Juan some. Okay, Juan, what are you talking about?
No. The official Tejano D said, just say OGs.
Yeah,
Oh, I
there you
like
go.
that better.
OGs.
Yeah,
Yeah, go.
that's better than old timers. OG.
No, it's not.
Yeah, original
Wow.
gangster.
I guess OGs just sounds like more cool.
Yes.
So it sounds cool.
Okay, what's that you said, youngster? What's that?
Oh man.
Gosh.
Well, let's see. We got Miss Angel Jimenez. She loved that song Cosquillarte.
What song? We haven't heard a song in half an hour.
I'm going way back in the comments here.
Y'all read that comment?
Joe Villanueva says Marcus Daniels, you rock.
Yes.
Joe Villanueva, dude. All right, you and me, mano a mano, buddy. Come on.
Gigi Guerrero, La Chicana, Juan Guerrero.
Chicana Guerrero.
Yes, that's a daughter of Juan Guerrero, the late Juan Guerrero, Los Chicanos. Saludos from Mission, Texas, and she's gonna continue on the legacy of Los Chicanos. So that's gonna be awesome. Angel Jimenez says hi.
Hey, girl.
Buddy says, who produced the music video? Love the way it was shot. Reminds me of some music videos of the 90s. Really like it a lot.
It was Lawrence from Cuba Radio.
Oh, Lawrence.
Oh, wow.
Indio.
Yes, he did the music video, and we created like the dream board, and we
Get your mom back on here about that video.
He did a good job on that.
Yeah. He's produced other videos too for other artists. He's been around as a video producer. So pretty cool.
Yes, yeah, and his work is amazing, and it was definitely so much fun to be able to work with him and be able to go with ideas and go back and forth with definitely what we wanted the final project to be, and it was a fun experience. So I want to shout out to Lawrence and thank you so much.
I want to talk to your mom. I got questions about the video. Well, okay. I've got questions about your career path because, right now, the video and the song, it was nice and light and innocent, kind of, even though the bed scenes with the soft, silky light and then, biting on glasses and stuff like that. I'm going, okay, they're treading on the verge there.
It was to make the whole thing like, the whole idea was like a dreamy effect. So we definitely, if we wanted it to look a little more on the nasty side, we could have done it that way. But that's not who I am. And we wanted to make it a dreamy scene. It's the dream of the guy of when he opens his eyes. That's, I'm who he sees. But in his dream, he also sees me walking through the park and singing a special concert specifically for him. We wanted to still make it sweet, but I also am getting older as a woman. So eventually, I will get older and we'll try different things, but I'm definitely still very conservative. And
so the next video is going to be the leather bikini and the boa?
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
The
I don't
Cardi
know how many
B,
years it's gonna take to make to do
the,
that. I don't even
the
know if that
influence
ever
of Cardi
happened.
B, that influence of Cardi B.
Yeah, no, if that ever happens, y'all better pray for me.
Well, then I've got a question. Being your mother's daughter, there have had to have been times you wanted to do something and she was against it, or she wanted to do something and you were against it. What's that like? Give us an
Sometimes
instance.
I won't say there's no ups and downs. I won't say there's no bumping heads, but to be able to keep our team as tight as we need it to stay in an industry
Communication.
like this, communication, working with each other, even if some days we got to just have some time to ourselves, or it's like, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. At the end of the day, we have to know that we have to regroup because out of our team, we're our main ones, the ones that are holding it all together. And if
The
one of us,
core.
yeah, there you go, the core, I like that word. If it starts to fall apart, everything around it is going to start to fall apart. So we have to definitely, no matter how tough the situation gets, we have to stay strong and stay together, because if not, it's just going to tumble down from there.
Who's the first to slam a door?
I think we both slam it at the same time. We're like, okay, bye.
You're horrible.
Definitely being mother-daughter, it's definitely not the easiest. I mean, even aside, I'm sure mother-daughters not trying to pursue a singing career sometimes have ups and downs. So adding the music career to it and the craziness that comes with it sometimes is a lot, but we're learning and we're still executing what we're doing. I'm excited for this year to come and for next year. In November, I have a really awesome show coming up at the Kima Boardwalk. It's going to be my first 90-minute set. It's going to be 2 45-minute sets opening up for Las Phoenix. And so
Wow, nice.
that's going to be like that one show that it's like, okay, like this is my very first long set live show with the band. So just everything that we've gone through, everything that's been happening, everything, all the ups and downs and trials and stipulations we've had to deal with, it's all going to make up for it in November, because I know that that's going to be that performance that is going to stick in my heart for forever.
It is now my official duty to announce that we are now 1 hour and 3 minutes into the 1 hour interview. And it's supposed to be a 1 hour show, and we have not hit that mark once. And you guys are blaming me. I heard you. And we played one video for the audience in that entire hour. Let's play some Madison Pulido video, and then I've got a question I want to ask when we return.
Okay. Let me get some of these other comments out of the way. These guys been waiting patiently. Yes. Chris Dominguez, the Lost Boys. This great show.
Oh no, I ain't talking to Chris.
You got lost on us. It said, keep up the great work, Madison Pulido from Tejano Bam. Awesome group.
Thank you.
Angel Jimenez says, I love that. You were born to be a star.
Thank you, Angel. So are you.
Richard Lopez said, awesome Tejano artists like Madison Pulido are going to keep our genre, alive.
Hey, Juan, when it's in caps, you're supposed to say, and Richard Lopez says.
Why are you yelling at me?
I know, awesome new talent, Midwest Illinois.
That's how everybody should be screaming on new talent, just like that.
Well, you don't forgive us old guys. We can't do that anymore.
We're gonna the OGs. And I'm going to get you on a megaphone. I still have my megaphone from my cheer days in my closet. I'm going to bring it out for y'all.
She's got jokes, folks. Oh, man.
That's nice.
She's got comebacks. Oh, man.
Miss Irene Mendoza says, hello, beautiful Madison Pulido.
Hi.
Irene Mendoza says, hello, Juan D. and Marcus.
Hi, Irene.
The official Tejano D is clapping. Victor Piña says saludos desde Monterrey, Nuevo León, México. Bendiciones. TDK says saludos to amigos Cubo. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, TDK. The dancing cowboy. The dancing king.
Shout out to TDK.
Hello, Madison and her sister Michelle.
I was going to comment on that too. You guys look too close in age. I was like, she had you when she was 4?
She was 17 going on 18.
Let's see. Hello from Leona
Now that's
Promotions. Official Tejano D's laughing. Anna Gomez says, congratulations, Madison. TDK, oh, we already went through that one. Change his name. Hello, TDK. OGs. That's who she was talking and hasn't stopped. Wow.
That's my nanny.
Thank you for sharing that. Oscar Garcia says, love you, Madison Pulido. Oscar G from Tejano Jukebox and more, Dallas, Texas.
Thank you.
Madison Pulido is very humble and down to earth.
Ha!
She hasn't stopped talking since 2. So.
No, it.
Lucha Lopez is taking you. Anyways, but ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here on our, I think it's our 23rd episode of our 1 hour show.
Episode 23.
Episode 23. So we have about 23 hours plus 23 more of us. And you can watch us 24 hours a day on Tejano TV on the Three Amigos show. And if you guys watch us all day long, you seriously have no life. So, well, we're going to go ahead and play the next video here. And I think this was her first video. This one is called Que Sera. And I like that you did this video too, the part of it at Janie's record shop. That was awesome. So, but we'll let everybody see that part. So here he is, Madison Pulido, Por Que Sera, right here on the Three Amigos.
The Three Amigos show.
Hello, for the A's.
¿Por qué será que siempre estoy pensando en ti?
What y'all smoking over
And
there?
we're back.
And we're
Welcome to our
experimenting.
commercials, man. Welcome to our commercial break.
No. It's illegal in Texas. It's okay in Colorado, Mom.
No, it's
My little cousin brought in his experiment.
I like playing with dry ice too. I had some 2 weeks ago. I had a delivery come in, and so put a big bowl out on the front porch. I'm a big Halloween fan, so I like to put bodies and stuff in the yard. And I have the PA up and fog and lights, and I sit there and I stand with a pitchfork and I just don't move. And then people come up, who dares disturb my slumber?
We're coming to trick or treat at your house.
Colorado's not that far.
that's fine. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Just ask Marcus. He was here this weekend.
It was nice, really nice.
I bet.
How'd you like that drive, though?
Oh, I hated the drive. The zoo is it's a straight walk up. You go from one animal, you walk up, you go to in a mountain. They have a zoo in the mountain.
Oh man.
We've got elk and moose and rattlesnakes, but I miss Texas. Where's your mom? I need to know something.
She's right here.
Mom, I'm sorry, Michelle. Oh, Michelle.
Her sister.
I'm like, where's the camera?
Oh. Yes.
What advice do you give to Madison when she's out on the road without you?
Well, she's never been out on the road without me, and I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Well, there'll come a time.
Well, when that day comes, I really hope our security is amped up, because that's first and foremost my job to protect her. And if I ever am gone, 10, 15, 20 years, I really hope that she took in everything that we instilled in her so that she can teach others that it is okay to be kind and you can still prosper. So.
Yeah, but see, you're forgetting one element. There's going to come a time when some young man is going to be the apple of her eye, and then it's going to be, she's going to hear things from this side and things from your side, and she'll have to make decisions based on, I don't know what.
I think she's an adult. She's 22. She can decide for herself. She's got a good head on her shoulder, and she's very, kind. So that helps whoever may be that lucky person in her life. I hope she finds that other side of kindness and knows that that's worth more than just any random thing out there.
Well, we all know that she's going to find somebody that's her equal, because I can't imagine her being interested in somebody. I want you to quit playing music and just, we're going to have babies and we're going to, you're going to cook for me and I'd have my dinner on the table. I don't think she's going to be attracted to anyone like that. It's just that I
don't know. Do you want it to be a musician? I don't know about that.
Oh, I don't know. I think for right now, the whole that boyfriend section is not it's not even in the
there.
In high school, I did have a high school boyfriend, and I think that itself was enough, and I learned a lot. And right now, with this career going, I honestly don't. I won't have the time for it.
You can't rule out God, universe, or fate, because you never know when it will strike you.
True. If anything, if things come into my life as I get older, I'm not just gonna X everybody out and be like, no, get away from me. I definitely would want to give someone a chance and hope that they will be understanding with everything that I have going on in my life. And if they cannot understand and respect that, well, then there's my answer.
And there's the door.
Yeah.
And whoever it is, he's going to have his hands full.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good luck.
No. Oh, my God.
Good luck to him.
Her parents are going to come to the door like, was it Bad Boys? Bad Boys movie. When the boy comes over there and tries to and everything else, they come out there with guns all in their pants. Say, what's up? So you want them to-
So, okay, you're 22 years old. Has there ever been a plan B? Have you ever thought about? I mean, because you seem so like you were meant for this. That this is what your life is going to be. Come hell or high water. Swear jar.
Well, this is definitely like something that's my dream, that's my goal. But if I ever did have like for my plan B, I am interested in real estate. I also do like cosmetology. So I feel like those jobs, they'd still sustain me in life. I know it would have me at where I wanted to be. And if something happens, hopefully God willing not, I hope I can still like have my career. I hope I can still sing. I hope, nothing, God willing, ever
Well, there's
comes
a lot of
into-
artists out there too now. I think we pay attention to everything, so we see how a lot of artists that are married and making it work. Our one of our persons that we are inspired by is Stephanie Mondial.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? She's got her husband working in the business. They go back and forth, and they're just a great dynamic duo.
And she
So-
still gets to have her family and her grandbabies
And her sisters, the
stuff.
Sullivan sisters. I'm like, they should make a movie. I mean, come on. That's great. They're just great, and I'm just happy to be with them.
Them in themselves. She's a prime example of like if family or something is something you still want, but you really still want your career and what you want to do as an artist, it's definitely possible. I'm pretty sure there's been some challenges, that come with it, but she's a prime example of like making that work. So true inspiration.
So out of those three, cosmetology, real estate, and music, which one's the easiest? Which one is just so ridiculously easy to do?
Well, I've never been in the nursing field yet, or the cosmetology. So I don't know. I haven't gotten to do that yet. But with me right now, music, it hasn't all been too easy, but it hasn't really been that easy. It's been tough. But
Here's how you know when you were made for something. Like music's been all of my life, and to me, I feel like an imposter because it's so impossibly easy that I'm keep waiting for people to discover that for me, that it's he's a fraud, he's a fake because it's just too easy. I love.
sometimes some people have like they'll tell me like, well, like how you kind of told me in the beginning how it kind of just comes naturally,
Mhm.
or how do I kind of just adapt to what I'm doing. But I don't know, like it kind of just comes natural sometimes. And I honestly like leaving high school and going to be in college. When they asked me, they said like, "What do you want to do?" And I constantly would say like, "I want to sing. I don't know how. I don't know how I can get in there. I don't know who to call or what I have to do." But I knew that was something I wanted to at least try. And when from that try, if it could get me to like actually doing it, then I know from getting to actually have that first step to getting into the industry, I know I can conquer all my other dreams and goals that I have in life.
Then here's the best piece of advice I could ever give anyone. If there's something, okay, everyone in the world is gifted with something that they do better than anybody else in the entire world. They just don't know what it is, which is why you go to school, find out what your aptitudes are. If you find something that you could do all day, every day, and you do it for free, that's your gift. But you feel like an imposter because people say, "Oh, it's so hard to do this," and you go, "This is so ridiculously easy." People are gonna find out I'm a fraud because it's too easy for you. That's your gift. So discover what your gift is, and then pursue that with all your heart. I think it's this though, because you're a natural. I've never met an interviewer or an interviewee who just picked it up just like you're like Shelley. You're like Shelley.
Thank you.
Awesome.
As everybody knows, Shelley's real opinionated, and Shelley knows exactly what she wants and how to get there. You're like that. You have that instinct and you're gracious about it. You're one of the kindest, sweetest interviews we've ever done, and hands down. And it's just,
You're gonna keep.
I don't know what to make of you.
Look,
Or
last week or maybe the week before, D was listening to your music. I'm throwing him under the bus.
Go-
He's like,
Go
Just-
ahead. I will own it.
it's so like bubblegum. I can't stop
Mhm.
listening. So I guess he was feeling that. You don't know Tiffany from the '90s. Your mom may.
We're old
Tiffany,
guys. We
Tiffany and early Britney
Oh,
Debbie
Spears.
Gibson.
Yeah, so that was Debbie Gibson. Yeah, it was given that vibe, something intentional, and you talked about it earlier. How soon will this change?
yeah. I honestly, we have new music that we're working on for this coming year. We definitely are working on putting another album. I know some people dabble with the EPs. I'm still learning like EP or album or what's the difference or
We're going full album.
Yeah.
but
No EP here.
we definitely have new music for this year, and I want to definitely play around with different sounds. I want to try something different, like with Cosquillarte. That was one of the songs out of the all songs that I was iffy about it, especially like the little whisper part too. I was like, okay,
Oh, I like that. Caught my attention. Yeah.
and that's what I was so like, oh my gosh, it just sounds so funny, or
It's
it hadn't warmed up to me yet.
Yeah.
it's those little things that actually make that song the way
Yep.
it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so at first, that's why now it's like, okay, my mind has opened a little more to like, okay, at first I was scared of those different things, but now it's like those are those different things that people notice, and that's what grabs their attention, and that's what has them wanting to keep listening to it. So I hope with these new songs and new music, I hope to incorporate some different unique sounds and see how it goes.
Well,
Try different styles.
here's what's unique about you, because when I first started hearing it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is bubblegum music for young kids, and then I thought about it and went, you know what? There's nobody marketing for that age group. There's nobody. You are the only person that appeals to people your age, because all the other artists, whether they like to admit it or not, are older than you, and so your music. Your music will be the music they grew up with, so that the people that are the same age as you, as they grow and develop, your music will grow and develop with them, and they'll be lifelong fans, kind of thing. And so that's a great marketing strategy if you look at it that.
And honestly, like I have some family members and people in our lives that they have younger little girls and even little boys, and seeing them even gravitate to my music, even if they don't understand what it is, but just from the sound of the music, I'm hoping, they're little listening to me. So I hope as they grow older, especially the little girls, I've noticed a lot of little girls look up to me, and there's been videos on TikTok and Instagram, and they watch my YouTube videos, and they're like, I want to be there. I want to be where she's at. I want to be with her. And even if they meet me and when they meet me in person and stuff, I had a little girl who wanted to go out to fanfare, but she couldn't because it ended up being really cold for fanfare this year. And so, but her family still went, and they FaceTimed me. So I got to like talk to her through FaceTime. So it's like knowing that the little girls and little boys, like the really younger generation who are still have so many years to grow. And then when they're my age, they're still going to I hope they still listen to my music at that time, but they'll be able to carry my music over too. So I'm glad that I hit a little bit of different age groups.
But not your age. Rewind about 6-7 years before your age, they're going to be calling you for the quinceañera or for their cousin's quinceañera. They're going to be calling you because they're hearing it now. They're hearing you now, and they're falling in love with your music now. So that'll be nice.
Well, make me a promise, Madison, so that when you become wildly popular and you end up going crazy, shave your head, and you have to go to the middle court, I can get that interview.
No, I'm definitely never gonna.
Purple hair.
My hair up. I've always wanted to dabble into some color, but I've just never picked a color because if you're gonna pick a color, it's gonna be obvious, and I've just never done something like that yet. The most I've done is some blonde, and that's where it's gonna stay for a little bit.
Pink.
It's hair. It grows
pink, right?
back.
Pink wouldn't be too bad. You're giving me some ideas.
No, go for the shaved head look. You do the new Sinead O'Connor.
Okay.
Oh, she doesn't know what that is.
What is that behind you? That blue thing?
Oh, it's my little Cookie Monster. It's Cookie Monster. But it also has a Madison Pulido shirt.
Oh, okay. He's a fan.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That's
God.
good.
My little-
That's good promotion. Put Madison on Sesame Street.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
You-
I hope
My
to
my
eventually
granddaughters
end
will
up
love
on
that.
TV or something. I mean, I want to do a little bit of everything that has to do with music and being in the industry.
He's dying. What's up, man?
This show has lost control.
Which episode? Think
I hope
lost
we just
control
I
on
just,
episode one.
just found out something, and no other podcast have found out. She's a Cookie Monster fan.
No, does it have a name? Because I know it's not Cookie Monster. What's his name?
No, it's my little cut. I don't know if she named it Cookie Monster or not.
Oh,
but-
I thought it was yours. Well, see, now everybody assumes it's yours. I did.
Oh no. It's my little cousin. She loves my music, even though she's still learning Spanish. But she definitely loves the Tejano music. She has the same birthday as Selena, so she's like real love Selena for sure. But she's definitely a huge fan of mine, and she's 12 years old, and so she's in that age group, and she brags about me to all her friends at school and her teachers, and she's very proud of me, and so she puts her stuffed animal Cookie Monster with Team Madison shirt because she said it didn't fit her no more. And so I was like, well, you can at least do that. You know, you can still salvage it, make it into a pillow or something.
Are you afraid of going into Mexico?
Oh, no. I have actually my family, my mom's parents are from Mexico. So I'm from Reynosa. And so I've been to Mexico already a few times growing up when I was little. I went to Monterrey. My uncle got married out there. So I haven't been in the music realm in Monterrey for music.
Conducting
But-
interviews in Spanish. See, Marcus and I, we've got an excuse. Woo-hoo.
I haven't done an interview yet that has been like full Spanish, you know, but I'm looking forward to it. I am bilingual, fluently in Spanish, so I'll be ready. I do throw a little bit of Tex-Mex in there a little bit because some words just like don't come to me very fast, but
So muy excited.
there you go. But I'm definitely am fluent. If it's a complicated word, you know.
Nothing rattles you. That's what gets me. Is nothing rattles
She's
you.
ready. She is ready.
I'm trying to think of things that'll give you pause, and you're no, I'm not. I'm ready. Go ahead, let's go. Darn, born ready.
Like you said, she's AI.
She is. Yeah, that's my only explanation. She's AI. This is all computer generated.
Like hey, Siri, ask me after-
If y'all see my eyes twitch a little bit, it's just not.
Oh gosh. But guys, I was ribbing her about the horse behind me. The horse she couldn't get on that horse, not in that dress. Wait, this way.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no. No, definitely. So for that song, well, for the title, for my song Simplemente Por Quererte a Ti, the mariachi song, we want to incorporate the horse, but we definitely have some ideas where you will see me on a horse, but it won't be in the dress. But I will get on a horse.
I'm gonna slingshot her up on top of the horse.
She's gonna be laying across it.
Something.
Oh,
I'm gonna just grab onto it and just let it take me. Like,
Okay,
just make sure
tell
the
us
video's
about-
recording.
Tell us about the horse. I mean, is it a prop? Is it a real horse?
No, it was a real horse.
In a studio.
No. We took the pictures outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we took the pictures outside. Our media people from Art Flow Media and East End Photography, they helped us. We created that masterpiece of artwork.
Because the light, well, okay, I'm the graphic artist, so I'm looking at the lighting on you and the horse. I'm going, that's inside, but no, it's outside. Nice color correction.
Thank you.
I am impressed. You've got good people working for
I'll
you.
make sure and give our team that feedback. I think they'd really appreciate it.
No, don't do that because Juan's going to expect more from me now.
Oh, that's more work for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
And we
Yeah.
have more interviews coming up. I need you at your A game now.
Okay.
Now we have Buddy, we have Paul Rodriguez coming up, we have Bino G. I need you on your A game. I want them to look like they're at an award show, all
All of them. Okay, sure. You bet, boss. There, how's that?
of them, with donkeys next to them. No horses. We gotta look Mexican nice.
Madison, I hope you don't. I don't know why I keep thinking like you're in high school. I don't know why.
It's because I have a big face.
She looks young.
Trust me, I'm used to it. They're like, I tell them I'm 22, and they're like, "What? I thought you were 16." I'm like, "No, but it's okay. Whatever works."
Yeah. I know you don't drink or smoke, but you won't be able to buy it until you're 30.
They're gonna ID me every time, anywhere that I
Yeah.
go. They're gonna be like, "You are gonna try and buy this? Yeah, nice try." And I'll be like, "Read my."
Oh, that's a question. Because you do have the fresh faced look and everything. Have you done any modeling, or have you done any commercials or things, or have you been interested in that
I would
area?
be interested in doing that. I think if I got the opportunity, I definitely would love to. I love taking pictures when it comes to like having to do photo shoots and stuff. So if I ever got the chance to do, I did pageants when I was little. I would do little pageants, but I never now older haven't done any modeling. But
Pageant training. That's where you learned it from. Pageant training.
hmm
Answering questions? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought you were this freak.
No, I mean I did it for a little bit as I was little. I did dance. I did taekwondo. I did a little bit of taekwondo, but that.
Holy moly.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Can you do a backflip?
Oh no, I cannot do no backflip. You want me to
No.
I would break my butt.
That's why her mom said she
You
can
just-
take care of herself.
You just mirrored my own daughter Cassie with pageants. She did pageants from 4 to 8. Taekwondo, she became number 2 in the nation for her forms. So all her forms, because I would make her drill. She had to do it 10 times perfectly. If she messed up, she had to start back at 1. And so,
Hey, but look where that got her.
Yeah.
It's that dedication and practice and discipline to keep it going. So
but she wants nothing to do with music. She's a computer geek. So she's
hey,
a
but
coder.
that can get you places too. I mean, it's
I know.
crazy the different careers and the different how far you can go with a certain career that some people wouldn't even think you could reach that point. But anything, I mean, if that's your talent, that's your calling, that's what you're meant to do, that's what you're put here on earth to do. So go for
I
it.
look at you and how composed you are, and the Madison Pulido package. I mean, singer. I'm supposed that acting is going to come in there. She could do modeling. She could dance. The pageants.
Thank you. I
You
hope
got
so.
you got potential.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do. I mean, it means a lot to me when someone is being real with me and how they see me and how they view me as someone. I've never met you before, and you have just told me so many great, amazing things that you've noticed about me. So I really do appreciate that because I know that you're really genuinely you're really seeing who I am as a person, not just as an artist. So
Yeah, but it's so easy to screw all of this up. You make the wrong decision. You hang out with the wrong people. You make there's so many choices as an adult that you're faced with that anything can derail you, and it's just being cautious, being true to that vision. I can't wait for 10 years from now to see what happens.
I'm excited too. I mean, I hope to just continue making music. I hope I'm making people proud. I hope y'all will be proud in 10 years and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I was talking with her. And she had just started, it was just the beginning of this journey that I have ahead of me. So I'm excited and I hope to have y'all along the way. And y'all are my friends now in the industry. I know y'all all know a little bit of how everything all works and how it's supposed to be.
No, I was talking about in 10 years where you're down at the welfare office, 6 kids, smoking a cigarette.
No way.
No way. I can't.
I get the welfare check.
I mean, I definitely want a family one day, but I definitely want a career as well. And I think I'm at that age right now where I should go full force for this career. I still have time for a family.
Oh, come on, 300 pounds in a pair of sweats that says "juicy" on the back.
And then I get to wear a badge on me that says #1 mom. No.
Proud mom of two from this high school.
I like you, doggone it. She gives out as good as she gets. That's cool. I like that.
Hey, Madison, a question I forgot to ask, so I have to throw it back to the earlier in the interview. The David O, the competition. Are there any other artists that are performing and recording right now?
Alize Nino, she has done some.
Okay.
She did some music.
Right.
She's been
Dallas area, I think.
in the
Yeah,
from the
Dallas.
Dallas area. Yeah, I've seen her doing her thing. I don't personally talk with her too much, but I do see her on Facebook and social medias, and she's still trucking along. I know that she was in the same shoes as me at the end, posting videos on YouTube and Facebook and creating a fan base, and then so after the show was over, to keep that steadiness going. But I know that she has some music out there, some performances. So I'm proud of her to see her go. And hopefully, everybody else that was in the show or that wants to continue to do music, I hope they go for it and conquer their dreams and just give it a go.
I saw one video. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I think it was that Pearland performance that you guys did. I think you were
Super
singing.
Talent Jam.
I think you were singing a favorite song, one of the recent ones, and they were behind you getting ready to go on stage. I guess it was.
Oh, that was the last year's Memorial Bash, I believe.
Okay, it was one of those shows, but you were
He's
singing.
old.
Yeah, you gotta excuse me. I'm one of them old timers. But you were singing "Ni el tiempo podrá," but they were right behind you. How did they take that you were singing your song?
Well, honestly, okay, so that show, I ended up getting to be like a special guest. So the timing and everything was just kind of scrambled and jumbled everywhere. But I got to go on right before La Fiebre, basically, I guess, kind of open up for them in a way, in a tiny way. It wasn't like promoted that way, but for me, it was like, okay, right after I get off, they're coming up. I had a list of songs that I wanted to sing, and I only got to sing that one, and then I was on the stage. And so, because I believe I was going to sing Porque Será as well. And so I had a couple songs I was going to sing, but I only got to sing that one. But right before they went on stage, I got to meet Jay Angel, the lead singer, and I was just talking to him and telling him like how I just love their music. Especially Ni el Tiempo Podrá, that's one of my all-time favorites, and that was actually one of the songs that he helped write and stuff like that, and incorporated. So he was like, "Oh, well, I really appreciate that. Like that song has a special meaning to me too." And I was excited to just get to see them perform live. So as they go up there and they start singing, I have my phone and I'm recording them, especially when that song came on. And then he called me up on stage to get to sing with him and finish that song out. So that was I never thought that was going to happen.
So was the song choice coincidentally, or were you trying to steal Angel Spotlight?
No, I mean, I just picked to sing the song because I like it. I love the intro to the song, honestly, from just when it starts, and then it switches, and then it changes into this just beautiful song. So I mean, I just honestly love that song, and I like to sing it. So I was like, okay, like I didn't know I was going on right before them.
She's lying. She's a diva. She said, "I'm going to go out there and pick this song, sing it better than they ever could, just to show them that I can."
No,
that's guts. That's diva. Oh,
they're gonna fire Angel. I'm gonna be the new front woman for La Fiebre.
No. They're definitely. I got to meet everyone in the band as well as their lovely wives, and their La Fiebre band has actually been part of like.
Did the manager give you his card?
Well, I have direct contact with the musicians. They're my musical friends now, so they made me like family. So they're definitely some pretty awesome musicians out there, and they've been doing great. And they welcomed me with open arms for sure, and definitely gave me a lot of feedback and good words, and just good tips, honestly, to keep going.
Oh. Paul said, "Here's my card in case one of the band members screw up."
I can't believe you did this and you haven't complained. It's an hour and 40-minute interview, and I'm sure that's a record for you too.
I mean, sometimes some go on long, some don't, but like I appreciate it. I mean, I get to. It's not like every day or every night. I get to have different conversations, especially sometimes when it's really different questions that I'm not normally asked, or it's some, like it's something interesting, and y'all kept me on my toes on it. So
You know what's going to happen when we get off air? She's going to go, Mom, why didn't you end this? I kept doing this.
Get me off the air with those old timers.
No.
Why did you say my battery was low or something?
Phone
Yeah,
died.
she really meant OGs means old geezers.
No. No way. No way. No.
Madison, I follow you on I follow you on TikTok, and I always love to see Toronto artists on TikTok because it's you look at you can look at the age of your followers sometimes when you go into the stats. You can
Yes.
see the huge difference. Facebook views versus the TikTok. So
Your dentures are slipping. Good.
yeah. No, but I really like that you're pushing that. And you said it was hard. What did you mean by that earlier?
Like by
You said,
posting for TikToks. Well,
yeah,
I just feel like sometimes like they say like there's an algorithm and that you're supposed to post at certain times so that your views
yeah,
can.
yeah.
But like I haven't mastered that. I don't know how. But I try and do like different hashtags. I try and hope I'm putting something out there that like makes someone catch their eye. Like I try different things. I'm not a digital creator or a video editor. So it's
Yeah.
it's something new that I'm learning how to do because I've never done it before, the editing part. So and it takes a lot too, like to create those videos. Like my mom, she'll ask me, she's like, "Hey, have you posted that TikTok you were gonna post?" And I'm like, "I need like 10 more minutes. I just need to finish editing it." And she's like, "What's taking you so long or what?" And I'm just like, it's a lot. And then sometimes you have to edit the pieces out and stuff like that. So
That's what's taking so long. Oh, they're playing with Cookie Monster.
right, yeah. And then she starts distracting me.
So,
But
Mom's a slave driver is what you're basically saying, that she just piles all this work on you, expects a
Oh
deadline,
no,
and
no.
you.
No, definitely. We keep promoting like throughout the day, even sometimes like when I'm at work or if she's at work on her breaks or my breaks, we just try to keep it going. The people, they really love to see like constant stuff going on. They want to know what your next move is. They want to know what you're up to, especially if they are like true fans that are really enjoying. They're ready for the next music. They're ready for the next single or the next music video. So definitely, at least getting to kind of interact with them. I hope anyone who has joined tonight, gets a little fun out of it, to kind of get to know a little bit of more about me than just getting to see me on stage singing and stuff like that.
Well, I have to say this because one can't post all the comments that are there's like 100 and something comments over here, and all of them saying that you are such a talent, that you're awesome, that you're smart, that you're driven, and I agree with every one of those estimations. You're the real deal. You're going places. You see it. I mean, you actually see it. You envision it, or.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I hope to make people proud. I hope that the people that do believe in me and the people that see potential in me, like I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, because it just keeps me going. It keeps me wanting to want this even more. And I hope that with everything new that we have to put out for the rest of this year and the upcoming years to come, I hope that, it makes y'all happy, and then we'll be able to have the second interview and many more after that.
Well, those people are called the little people, and you crush them. So don't worry about it.
No, I mean, I never want to, I never will be that person that like
10 years.
Above anyone. I would still see everyone as like, I'm still me, who I am. If my numbers on TikTok or something grow and get bigger, I mean, I still want to remain.
In 10 years, they'll have something else. TikTok will probably be gone by then.
Oh my gosh, I know. And it's kind of scary too.
We'll be the even older guys.
Hey, Marcus, 10 years from now, I'm going to walk past her and she's going to hand me her drink.
No way. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm getting you up on stage.
Yes.
Like,
make sure there's ice in it this time.
She gonna look at me. Can you please clean off the table? Somebody left some mess.
No way. Heck no. I'm gonna have you guys all with us on the ride, a part of the team, a part of this journey. I mean, I'm sure.
Entourage. That's what she means.
No, more like family.
Oh, okay.
You know how she treats family too, right, Mom?
Very well.
Aw, Mom, you're supposed to go with me on this one.
No.
She's gonna try to blend in with the crowd. Look, I got my 3 uncles here. My great
I'm be like, okay,
Dios.
yes.
they used to be known as the 3 amigos, but now they're the great uncles.
I'll be like, and if you'd like to be on the show, let me know. And then and then they're gonna come be on your show. I'm telling you, like, that's one thing that I do like to do is we all have our goals, and we all want to reach a bigger audience. We all want to grow. We all, so even, we're helping each other out even right now. People that haven't seen y'all's show but are following me will come and be like, okay, like, I really enjoyed this. I want to continue, and I want to see who they have next and next after that. And then for people that just got to meet me now who watch y'all's show, it helps everybody out. We all kind of just have each other's back at the end of the day. Everybody with the shares and putting things on the stories, promotions, and trying to get everybody out there sharing and stuff. It just, as long as everybody has each other's back, I feel like our industry and our culture it can stay as tight as it is and grow and become something like that.
There you go. So, I mean, all the Madison Pulido fans who are just tuning into the 3 Amigos show, thank you so much for wasting your time with us.
No, go to your Roku right now while we're live. Go to your Roku, download Tejano TV. While we have them.
No, but thank you so much for joining us. We really do
Thank
appreciate it. Like I said, like Marcus said, you can go to your Roku, download Tejano TV. We have 3 channels on there. We have Tejano TV, which is playing all the new music, of course. We have Madison's videos on there, all the old school videos, and of course we have the 3 Amigos channel, which you can see all of us for 24 hours a day and waste your life with us. So, I mean, enjoy Tejano TV. And Madison, awesome videos that you have out, awesome music. What is next for you after this?
Right now, we are working on doing new music. We don't have a date yet on when the new music will be out, or what year, but it is being worked on, and we are working hard on that. But right now, I am going to focus on preparing myself, prepping, getting ready for this gig that I have in November. From there, I got a little bit of taste of the live band for Fanfare this year. So I'm wanting more. I'm excited. I've never done 2 45-minute sets in my life. So this is going to be a whole, this is going to be that moment for me that I will always remember. So if you guys are free November 18th, you guys come on out to the Kima Boardwalk. It's a free show, and I'll be opening up for Las Phoenix. And shout out to Jesse Serta. He helped me get that opportunity.
So you heard it here in November. Marcus Daniels and Culturas are going to open up for Madison Pulido, and then if they have any time left, Las Phoenix are going to just jump in at the end, probably.
Y'all gonna join me on stage. Y'all join me on stage, and we'll do some Culturas. There you go.
Did you hear what she said? I am appalled. I've never done 2 45-minute sets. I'm sorry. I grew up where we did 4 hours. It was 4 1-hour sets at VFWs and clubs.
Oh, tell me you've never been given the opportunity.
I haven't gotten those. I haven't had those opportunities yet. So I'm ready.
Oh no. Trust me, you are blessed. You are better off not having had to go through that. Oh my gosh!
When she becomes an old timer like us, she'll have them stories.
Old geezers.
I remember playing them 2 45-minute sets.
I know. And then the people, the kids growing up, then you played 2 45-minute sets. Oh my gosh! I've never played more than a 10-minute set.
No, by then they're gonna be in the future like, damn, really?
Downloads.
My alien plays 45 minutes. That's for me.
No,
I know. I'm scared. On a real note, apart from the music scene, the world, man, it's crazy. I'm excited to see where the world itself is going to be in years.
I don't want to see it.
That's part of your job as an entertainer. You make people forget just for a little bit of time all the problems that are out there. You give them hope and you give them something to be happy and joyous about. That's your job, and do it well. So in August of 2033, I want to see you back here because it'll be episode 3000 something.
Yeah, well, for sure. Anytime you guys want me back on the show, I'm more than welcome. I'm ready. I enjoyed it tonight. You guys are awesome. I've gotten to meet Marcus and Juan. Haven't gotten to meet you, D, yet, but I'll meet you one day, I'm sure.
Don't feel
Vic.
bad. Don't feel
No,
bad.
I'm a hermit.
I haven't met him either. Don't feel bad. I haven't met him either.
Juan and I have never met.
Really?
We're like
One day.
brothers. The three of us are
I'm
brothers.
calling it. I'm calling it one day.
One day. I only had one. I only had one interaction with D in my entire life, and that was when they were on stage performing. He gave me the microphone. I threw a grito.
He threw a grito.
Yeah, and Kevin kicked my ass with a grito. No, there's a cuss word for you.
Right, John.
But that was his words, though. That was his words. That Kevin kicked my ass, and they went on from there. But that was my only interaction with him.
And he was just one of the little people I was talking about that you really don't.
He didn't know that guy was going to come back and be a part
Come
of
back.
the
Can I have a job, please?
He didn't know he was going to come back and be a station owner and then a TV show owner and all this stuff, and he was going to be helping me out.
Here's the news. Culturas is right now. We're recording an album right now because of this clown. Him and DJ Sass. Sidalia,
brought him out of retirement.
I'm excited.
Look, I'll tell you honestly, the Tejano music needed Culturas. That's period. And also the new variety show. They need those two groups back. Period. And D's getting ready. He's been pumping weights and jogging 5 miles a day. And
well, dude, I gained so much doggone weight because I've been retired for over 15 years now. So it's like, so now I get up at 5 in the morning, go to the gym every day because I got to get back into singing shape. Have stamina on stage. You got to be able to run around, still be able to breathe, still be able to sing, and then make it look effortless.
Culturas is making an album right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
God. You guys. Culturas. I'm excited. I love Culturas. That's the I cannot wait for Culturas.
You see? You're welcome.
Your mom is from Lake Jackson, or
Madison was born in Lake Jackson. I was born in Galveston. She was raised in Freeport. And then she's traveled with me to Washington, to Hawaii with my careers. Florida. We lived in Florida. My dad retired. I think the last company he was with Chevron. He was a mechanic engineer. So he's good to go. He's hanging out. Okay. So she's been exposed to a lot of different things. So maybe that's why this comes naturally. I don't know.
I see what she's been exposed to. You've got such a zany sense of humor.
You just have to just let anything and everything roll off your shoulder because at the end of the day, only you know what it takes to get out there. Madison, you know what I mean? And if she can get out there and do the best that she can, and I know she does, and I know she tries, and even when it's just her on stage, it's like another animal, and that's cool and all, but I cannot wait to see her with the band in November. It's going to be a really good treat for everybody, and then it just, from there, I'm sure it's just going to keep going.
As a singer, take charge. The band follows you. You don't follow the band. You take control of the band. You lead them where it needs to go because you are the front piece. You are the jewel that people are looking at, and you gotta train a band so that they can stop on a dime. You just work with them. Work. Just keep practicing.
Madison, we talked about TikTok earlier. Or your RG, Facebook. Where all can people find you?
Oh yeah.
I have my TikTok and my Instagram at official Madison Pulido, and then on Facebook it's under Madison Pulido, and then we also have my website madisonpulidolatina.music.com, and we have our link tree as well that's tagged and added onto all my social medias, and that just gives you a little bit of it gives you a whole thing to where if you want to go to my TikTok or my Instagram or you want to listen to my music, we even have like my biography on there, recent articles. We update it and stuff like that, and throw different new articles in there as it goes and update it and stuff like that.
That's what I need to do. I am negligent. I should have been able to throw all that information up on screen so people could see it and write it down. And
Hey,
It's okay.
it's okay. It's a learning process, and hey, now you know for the next go around.
I'm an OG. I'm an old geezer. I should have known this. Okay.
He's an old timer.
It's 1:57. We are way over time with Madison Pulido. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Three Amigos show. Each and every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, you will find somebody here that's interesting to talk to. We had a blast talking to Madison Pulido. We wish her continue and Oscar the Grouch. And we wish her much continued success. She is, man, she's smart. She's beautiful. She's talented.
Thank you.
Let's wish her lots of luck in her future.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, before we wrap this up, let's see who we have for next week's show.
This week on the Three Amigos Show.
The Three Amigos talk to Buddy Salcedo, a Dallas, Texas math instructor from Eastfield College with a master's degree in mathematics, who's also the host of the popular internet show, It's Tejano Time. We'll be asking him his views on the music industry, up-and-coming Tejano artists, and the fans who support Tejano music. The Three Amigos want to know how it all adds up for the guy who's wildly passionate about Tejano music.
Right here on the Three Amigos Show.
All right, so we're gonna have Buddy next Wednesday on our show, but the Tuesday before, which is next Tuesday, we're gonna be a part of his show. So you guys tune in on YouTube. It's the Tejano Time. Make sure you guys look it up every Tuesday. I think at 7 o'clock. So we'll be on his show Tuesday. He'll be on our show Wednesday. So it's gonna be very awesome. And upcoming shows, I know we have. We're gonna have Bino G. We're gonna have Paul Rodriguez, the comedian.
We got Chente Barrera.
Chente Barrera also.
Eric Gonzalez. I'm gonna confirm that.
Yes. So we got plenty of interviews. If you guys want to be
y'all
part
make
of
sure
my
to tell Bino I said hello. Bino's from around my neck of the woods too. He's on my side of town. He was actually my DJ for my quinceañera when I was.
Oh wow! Well, I'm just gonna tell me that you talk trash about him. Ask him if it's true.
No, heck no.
Hey, you can't stop me. You can't.
I'm gonna tell him, be like, D-Light is a liar.
Wow.
No, I don't think you would do that.
It's gonna be like that, huh, Madison? Okay.
Bino and I used to work for BNet Radio together back in the day, so
That's so cool.
out there in Houston. So.
Yeah, I changed my name.
Destroyer.
The Destroyer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Three Amigos Show live.
You're getting it tight, buddy.
I know. That's
20 seconds.
It's okay. Well, you keep interrupting me. That's why it's taking forever. I'm just kidding. Oh, you got the roller tape out now. But we're going to thank you guys so much for joining us, of course, on YouTube and on Facebook. And, of course, this interview will be streaming on Tejano TV all week long, so make sure you guys tune in. Thank you to Keith Leal. It's the Tejano Time podcast, and you get to check out his interviews with Destiny Navaira and, of course, El Chavalon right after the Three Amigos show. And, of course, we want to thank our sponsors, Archie's Homestyle Burger here in Cotulla, Texas. And also we want to thank Danny Farias and, of course, Mar Azul Tequila, the new face of tequila. And also going out to my baby, Lila Cervantes, Lila Lisa Promotions, who's also the promoter for Culturas as well when they make their return back. She's also going to be the promoter. So all your radio stations, get ready. Lila's going to be sending you brand new music as they come out. So, but we want to thank Madison Pulido for joining us here. Also, happy belated birthday going out to my baby. Love you, baby. Happy birthday. And also to my stepson, Aiden. He was watching a little bit ago, too. So he's visiting from Chicago. But want to thank you guys so much for being with us. Madison, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Madison.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. We're already at 2 minutes. 2
Do
hours.
we have our drop? We already have one.
No,
No, Madison just broke the record. You are the longest interview we've ever done. So
You're welcome.
I don't know if that's worth a distinction, but
that was help to her mom too because she came in, so that was like an extra interview.
Who is this guy?
Well, I had a good time, so thank you guys so much.
Maybe we'll land on Cookie Monster.
I keep wanting to tell her to go now. Do your homework and go to bed.
Hey, I still have homework to do, not school homework, but I got a lot of homework to do for sure.
Oh, okay. So do I. I'm still in school too, and then I got to do this, and then I do other stuff. So I'm still in school too. So.
Madison, stick around after we're off the air. We want you to do a drop for us.
Okay. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. Make sure you download Tejano TV on Roku right now and waste your time with us. I am El Guy, Juan Mendoza.
Destroyer!
Marcus Daniels, the Midnight Cowboy.
You made fun of them for sitting there going, what? Thanks, Marcus. And finally we have
Madison Pulido.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week, and you can catch us on the Tres Amigos channel on Tejano TV on Roku. Te guacho.
Te guacho.
Next time on The Three Amigos Show.
What drives a Dallas, Texas Eastfield College instructor with a master's degree in mathematics to host a popular internet show called It's Tejano Time? Meet Buddy Salcedo, and we'll be asking him his views on the music industry, up-and-coming Tejano artists, and the fans who support Tejano music. We want to know how the numbers all add up for this guy who states that Tejano is not dead. Tune in next week on The Three Amigos Show. Brought to you by Mas Chingon Radio. LilaLisaPromotions.com. Musician Danny Barria. Parasul Tequila. Taste the new face of tequila. Archie's Homestyle Burger in Catula, Texas. Home of the 1 pound Homestyle Burger. And Tejano TV. You can view The Three Amigos Show on all your favorite streaming platforms and on all your Roku devices. The Three Amigos Show.